After a long night of studying, nothing is sadder than having to travel from the library to your respective home. For some, the trek may be just a short journey, but for others, it can be a little uncomfortable, especially if it's in the dark. We're here at Northwestern University where students are often considered know-it-alls. However, we asked some of them if they knew who today's world leaders are, and they did not have the answers. President Obama just released a brand new initiative which plans to give free community college to those who qualify. We're getting ready to see what Northwestern students and faculty members have to say about the new plan. Here we are on the campus of Northwestern University, and right now the sun is shining, but about this time yesterday, that was not the case. As you can see, there is a lot of wonderful snow out here that came down at about 19 inches last night and all throughout the day. Harambe is such a huge event that it has to take place in 2 rooms indoors. The main event and attraction started out in the Lewis room, and then the people then moved on to gather their food in the Northwestern room to my right. We're here on Northwestern's lakeshore, and as you can see, not much is happening. You have the waves that are crashing into the ice cold sand and the ice cold shoreline. It's probably rock solid. Not a lot of action is happening, but far back in the distance, you can see the skyline of beautiful Chicago, and where it is really foggy. It is really chilly out here, really cold, and my hands are freezing. But this is Kristen Johnson reporting live from Northwestern's lakefront. I'm standing in the Alice Millar Chapel where members of the Northwestern community will gather to honor the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King. The Alpha Mu chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity holds an annual candlelighting vigil to commemorate Dr. King's fight for equality and civil rights.
A lot of people, I know, do community college anyway for the first couple years because paying for a 4-year private institution is too much.
The new plan can save full-time students up to $3,800 in tuition a year. Students and faculty alike are feeling good about the initiative.
I feel very positive about it. I think that our country needs to think about empowering people who may not have access to a 4-year college education.
Despite mixed emotions within the nation, the NU community fully supports the president's endeavor.
So I like it. What I know of it so far, I'm in favor.
The plan is said to cost up to $60 billion, and legislation is still working out many of the details, but we'll keep you updated. Reporting from Medill, Kristen Johnson. Harambe, the Swahili word for pull together, is used as a rallying call. At Northwestern, though, its purpose is to unify variations of Blackness.
People really like to think about Blackness as a monolith, especially in America. There's only the American Black. Harambe kind of allows, it flushes the environment where people can come from different backgrounds and kind of see each other as one.
The annual event sponsored by AASA and FMO did just that. Students, faculty and staff, and alumni pulled together to kick off Black History Month.
And it's also just a time for everybody to come out, to eat together, to celebrate, to speak with people who you don't really get to see around. It's just a big community event.
The event features a variety of performances, music, and food for everyone to enjoy. Some were even moved by the many elements of the program.
I think it was really multidimensional. It felt like it was a roller coaster of emotions from really jubilant to really sad and touching. I cried a little bit.
Songs, poems, and candles were just a few of the sights and sounds of the 36th Martin Luther King Vigil. However, the main focus was on Carol Moseley Braun, the event's keynote speaker. The first African-American female senator dedicated our present day to the selfless leaders who came before us.
But I can assure you that without the many individual and sometimes unnoticed contributions of people of goodwill to make our country what it could and should be, there would be no way that we could be here in this place, in this way, at this time.
Members of the greater community appreciated Braun's address. Her words of wisdom even changed how some perceive the national holiday.
I definitely believe now that this day should be in remembrance of not just slavery and oppression, but also the oppression that your community has gone through, and in remembrance of that, and knowing that your past makes up who you are.
And while some gained new perspective, others were glad to see Dr. King's dream come to life in one event.
The fact that we're fighting each other because of our skin color, something that we cannot, control, it's just absolutely stupid and sickening. So, I hope that people came to this event, you sat next to someone that's a different skin color as you, and, you all grew together, you all bonded together, and you all will continue to live out Dr. King's legacy.
As the year goes on, Alpha Mu will continue the legacy of Dr. King. Reporting from Medill, I'm Kristen Johnson.